In this video, we're going to go over making thumbnails for your YouTube channel. Hey guys, this is AJ the CEO. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So this is going to be part 3 of our YouTube growth strategy, where we were first talking about how to game the algorithm with people in your media ministry and how to make sure everyone is liking, subscribing, and sharing your content on as many social platforms as possible. Then we also talked about the importance of getting our name so that it ranks high when people are searching, and how to find how many people are searching for your church's name, and how to properly put your tags, your title, and your description to leverage that information that we found. So your titles, tags, and descriptions are important, but so is your thumbnail. Your thumbnail needs to be able to be seen on the size of a screen as your phone, but it also needs to carry a message so that people will want to click on it. So let's go ahead and jump over to the computer and we can talk about how we're going to make this. All right, so let's go over to our church's channel here. All right, so we're right here, and as you can see, we've been doing, I used to just have the static one where it was just a high shot from my drone, my Mavic 2, from my Mavic Pro, and just with our logo, nothing really making it stand out. But these are some tests that I've been doing on my videos. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm actually doing with mine. And of course, I'm using Canva to make this. And I recently copied over a video from last Sunday. So I want to give you an example on how we'll do this. So first, in here in Canva, I'm just going to do YouTube thumbnail. And you could always pick any of these over here, but honestly, it hadn't really been giving me the results that I wanted. But again, you could always start off with this. So like, for example, this one would be really good, because again, your thumbnail, what you want to do is actually this is a paid one, so I can't use this one. But what you really want to do is have a face that's very prominent, and then you want to have the lettering big enough to where if the image was an inch, you would be able to see it, able to read it. So sometimes videos are like that size, or like this. You want to be able to clearly read what's going on. So actually, I'll use this one, and I'll use these. Actually, this is the one that I actually used recently. I just did an accent color. So what I'm gonna do is, whether you can do this during service or after, normally I take a snapshot from the video. So let's head over here to, and I'll do this off of an old service. Let's see. And like, for example, I'll redo this Sundays. 2 Sundays ago, because this is where I started playing around trying to learn these. So first off, I want to get a closer shot, and I think this would be a good shot right here. Alright, so I want to catch apart a really clean shot. Maybe if I can catch Pastor Sales looking up, or whoever the speaker is at the time. Let me just play a little bit. See, that's perfect right there. So what I'm gonna do is move the cursor off there, and I'm just gonna press the print screen button, and then let's go back, and here on the computer on the other screen, I'm gonna open up Paint. Here, let me drag this over here. And all I'm gonna do is paste this, Control V, and here's my picture. So let me zoom out here a little bit, and I had the second screen here. So let's crop this picture here and get rid of everything else that we don't want. So that's perfect. Now, what I'd like to do is, because of the text that's already here, I'd like to put it on this side, but switching it back and forth I think is a good thing. So I think this was the 24th. So let me just give it a date right here. I'm gonna put it on the desktop so it's easy for me to find. All right, so let's go ahead and close out of this, and I'm actually gonna come back and replace this thumbnail with this. All right, so here we're gonna go to our uploads, and let's upload the picture that we just did. I saved it on the desktop. So again, on your thumbnail, you want to have a good, clear picture, a close-up picture of the speaker. You know, it doesn't. Again, let me show you like this one. This is the one I used to do, which honestly is fine, but since we have so much stuff on the pulpit, what I've been seeing is a close-up has actually been doing better. Like, I do the same thing on my thumbnails. So what we're gonna do is, let's delete this one and let's use this one that we just took. Just drag it here so it takes up the full screen. Now, with our text, what we're gonna do is we're gonna align it to the right instead, and we're gonna move this whole thing to the other side. To right here. Now, if I could have done a better picture, I would like to be able to move him a little bit more, but I don't think the picture is big enough for me to do this. So what I'm gonna do is enlarge it so that I have more playroom here. And there we go. So now, what I've been doing, like I said, I've been adding a background color just to accent this. So like, I want to keep this text, but you're not going to be able to read it. I could do the trick like I normally do and put a text in black in the background, and we'll do like a little shadow here. You know, something like that, even though the sermon is not called Making the Perfect Cup of Coffee. So let me actually go back. I don't remember what the title is. Are you sure you want to know? That's the title. All right, so I should have actually did that before I typed this. All right, so let me get this to where Alright, so I like that. So let's go ahead and copy that. And I need to move this out the way so I can get to the back one. Alright, so real simple. And then, like I said, I'm playing around with our colors, which are kind of tying into the new website that we're making. So I'm just gonna use this, and hopefully my color is saved on here. It's not. So let me go back to this one, and I'm gonna get the color from here. I don't remember what color this is. Oh, C20,000. That's what the color is. So let's go in here. New color. C20,000. And then I'm going to use this as an accent color right behind our text. We're going to move that backwards behind the shadow. So this works fine, but again, I want to have this kind of transparent so we can see a little bit. So something like that is good. And again, this is just something that I'm doing, playing around with it. You don't have to follow this exact type of thing. I mean, depending on how you want, you might want to put your church logo on here, anything. But like I said, this is something that I'm dabbling with right now and working in and changing our thumbnails based off of. If you look at anybody's YouTube channel, you see this type of thing. The text is big, jumps out, so it's easy to read no matter the size. Do the test on that. Let's drop this back and see, can you still read it? Why, yes you can. All right, so I think this is good, and this is just an example of how we're doing our thumbnail. So I'm actually going to redo this one, and this is what's going to replace in my other videos. So this is kind of the theme that I'm going with right now, kind of that accent color, big text, a close-up picture of the subject who's preaching that Sunday. All right, so that's pretty much it. So there's a lot that you can do with your thumbnails. And again, what I like to do is I'm looking at the predominant YouTube channels that are out there, and they're following this type of theme to where it's a close-up of the subject, big text, that you can easily see when it's like an inch in size that you see on your phone or something like that. You want to be able to read it. Again, it's at your discretion. You can put the church's logo or anything like that if you want to. Honestly, with mine, if I make our logo super big, it's going to dominate everything. So that's why right now I'm not using that. Our channel is covered with everything else, so it should be good. But again, this is kind of like they call it A/B testing, where you make one thumbnail, make another one, and you just compare how they're performing. We'll go over the analytics and all that other stuff at a later time, but this is just in making thumbnails. Really simple, still using Canva to do all this other stuff, free product. Just make sure you just get the video. You can take a picture on your phone or while you're in the middle of service, or like I did after the fact, and use that as your thumbnail. So I hope that helped, guys. If this video was helpful, I appreciate a like. Also, consider subscribing, guys, and hit that bell notification. That way you get notified on new videos. This is AJ, and we will see you on the next video. Later.